Muir Health really focuses on labor and delivery, mother-baby, because it's the cornerstone of the community. Because the community is made up of families.
I often hear my patients tell me that, I was born here, or my grandma had my mom here. That's an amazing feeling that they would come back even generations later.
Our patients come here knowing that they're going to get the best care available. Our patients expect the best, as they should, and we deliver.
Giving birth at Muir Health is a wonderful experience because we bring you into our family as you're welcoming more people into yours.
Oh, I was very excited. I mean, ever since I was little, I knew I wanted to be a mom. I used to say I wanted 3 to 5 children, and the day we found out, it was really exciting.
I had a lot of hopes, knowing it was our first pregnancy. So we hired a doula, and I had hoped to have a natural birth and kind of ready to meet our baby and start our family.
Ultimately, what everybody is expecting is a lovely, wonderful, life-changing experience, which is what motherhood and giving birth is.
It started around midnight, and so we decided to drive in the hospital around 6 or 7 in the morning, I believe.
Yeah.
And, we were thinking, okay, it's game time. Like, baby's gonna be out here pretty quick.
Yeah.
That's how we felt.
And that was not what happened. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
When we went to the 20-week ultrasound, we were excited. We were going to find out the gender, and we're kind of just almost giddy. And we go in, and the technician does it, and the screen, which at 13 weeks had been bright and lit up, was just dark.
So we get there, and I'm all excited. The doctor came in and said,
Yeah, so your water head broke.
yeah.
And so he kind of recommended that they assist in kind of progressing things along, because I think he could see that, the baby hadn't descended quite far enough yet.
So he did say, statistically and according to studies, this is not going to turn out well. And so we had a decision to make whether to terminate the pregnancy or not.
The reality is that labor and delivery doesn't always go as planned. Emergencies happen, and you don't always know when an emergency is going to happen.
Then we learned 24 weeks is viability, so then it was, okay, let's see if we can make it the next 4 weeks with her in there. It was very stressful because I kept leaking fluid. I started to have some bleeding. I started to have some contractions.
Everything that she tried to do was not progressing it along, and now Holly hadn't slept for 2 days, and so everything was just intensified.
Because we have a higher level of NICU and antepartum, what that means is we care for higher risk moms and babies.
That also translates to if you're on labor and delivery and you're in a high-risk situation, that we all know that we're on this journey together.
I made it to 26 weeks and 3 days, and at this point, her ability to survive is probably pretty low, which is scary. I remember just feeling really scared, very terrified.
The baby just wasn't really descending the way that they were hoping. So he was kind of like, we're kind of getting into this tricky area where you've been in labor for 39 hours, your body is, ready to get this baby out. And it's starting to maybe get a little dangerous. And so I said, you know what? I trust you completely. Do whatever you have to do.
There were so many people in that room, and that was the moment, right? Is she going to she's made it this far, but this is the big test. Is she going to actually be able to survive outside of utero?
He's like, you're gonna give me 3 strong pushes. He put the vacuum on, and it was like, the third push, he really encouraged her, and she just went into Hulk mode, and all of a sudden, the baby came out.
Yeah. Like, after all the excitement and the trauma and everything of the last several months, when it's just quiet. She was 2 pounds and 3 ounces. Her cry sounded like a kitten.
I think we're just so blessed and fortunate to be in the place that we are with the medical system we have, just because that whole experience, like when you think about it in hindsight, we just had so much coverage if anything had gone wrong, and I think that was really special.
The hallmark of a really great institution, the hallmark of a really caring place, is that you're always striving to do better. It's always wonderful to see how much that John Muir still keeps pushing in terms of innovation, renovating labor and delivery, making sure that the services that we provide are top-notch.
We have been increasing our deliveries year over year, and so having a facility that can not only accommodate our increased capacity, but has the latest equipment, it's making sure that we can adjust to any situation or any need and provide exactly what we need to in that moment. I don't think my baby would have survived without all the generosity from donors in the past.
We were trying to think of how we can help make a difference, and we saw what John Muir did for us, and we thought, you know, if we can help give this experience to other people as well, more people can come and get their families started in a more positive environment.
This beautiful new unit is going to be like a love letter from the community, a thank you for all of those little tiny moments, all those small gestures that were an incredibly important moment in their lives.
There's no greater joy. There's no greater experience. So our lives are forever changed because of the experience we had here.